Welcome, everybody, to a special edition of the SLO City Podcast.
Yeah, we're on it.
And I'm Jenna.
Jenna is hosting an episode of the SLO City Together Podcast, and I'm Brent. So here we are together. This is our first in history. I mean, we've done a podcast together before, but this is a unique podcast.
Yes.
In that it has a unique purpose.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that purpose?
Yes. So this podcast is for all of our ladies that are heading up to Hume Retreat this weekend.
But if you're listening to this and you're not a lady and you're on a road trip, this is going to be, or if you're just, driving up the grade or to AG for work, this might be entertaining to you.
SLO City Road Trip Podcast.
That's right.
And it's going to be entertaining.
SLO
and
City Road Trip Podcast. Because you've got 60 women heading up to the women's retreat at Hume Lake?
Yep, 60 women heading up to Hume Lake this weekend for our first ever SLO City Women's Fall Retreat, which is going to be amazing.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep, so excited, long overdue, excited that it's finally happening, and it's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing.
But with that, we've got 60.
How's the weather going to be? Do you know? Have you checked the weather?
I did check the weather, and it was supposed to be like mid 80s during the day, mid 50s at night. But now there's a possibility of rain on Friday.
Ooh.
Which would be
good or bad?
Are
you excited about that?
I mean, I'd prefer to not be driving up a mountain in rain.
You're a rain person, though.
I am a rain person when I am in my house, wrapped up in a blanket, or sitting on a front porch, or something like that. Not so much driving.
Especially
these days.
Not so much.
When you are away from the driving in different weather, it gets a little harder and scarier. And I've got bad eyesight.
You almost said a bad attitude.
I've got bad attitude. I have a great attitude.
All right, good.
About all things. I have bad eyesight.
We'll see how this goes since you have a bad attitude. See if we are in lockstep and having fun together, or if we bicker.
Yeah, sometimes people bicker on road trips.
Yep.
Have we ever bickered on a road trip before?
When have we never not bickered on a road trip?
True, I don't know that that's ever happened.
Actually, we used to take road trips to Florida when our kids were little. And there would always be a moment in that road trip and sometimes when we would drive to Bloomington too, there was always like one moment where there would be like are we arguing right now? Or did things get tense? And then I'd be like, there was always at least one in every trip, which I think is a marker of a healthy,
I was going to just say
a
the
healthy
exact same
relationship.
Thing. Yeah. That's great.
All right, go ahead. All right. Do you want to set up like how this is going to work?
Sure. So here's the thought. So the other day I came to Brent. Well, no, we were driving to a basketball game
with the girls.
My girls were bickering in the back seat in an effort to distract.
That's a Bramer thing. Bickering in the back seat.
In the car.
Yep.
In an effort to distract, I threw out the idea like, "Hey guys, we're going on this road trip." And I was trying to say this earlier. You got 60 women and they're all going into random cars. Nobody's assigned cars. So they're going to be...
So you have a bunch of people sitting right now listening to this next to complete strangers, possibly.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
It is like, it's so great. And it's such a great opportunity to get to know people.
Yeah.
But for some people, it can be a little awkward. It can be a little uncomfortable. Like, oh gosh, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
And so I was telling our family in the car, I'm like, hey,
do we have any good ideas?
Give me like some games I can encourage people to play or something like that. And immediately Brent goes, I got a great idea.
Yep.
And the great idea was a podcast. And I was like, actually, that is a great idea. And then I took that and said, let's make it interactive. So here's how it's going to work.
Text us right now.
No, don't text us. I'll be driving. But we're going to do
some trivia.
We're going to do some trivia. We're also going to I'm going to throw out some questions for your car. And when we give you the questions for the car, pause the podcast, take time. Everybody in the car answers the question. If it's like generates great conversation, shut the podcast off. Just keep going.
Yeah, don't listen to us.
Totally cool. If you're like, wait, we want to do trivia though.
The goal is friendship.
Exactly.
You're meeting new friends.
If you were at church on this last Sunday, Brent shared a quote. And I'm going to butcher it, but it was something like...
No road is long with good company.
Yes.
And you guys or girls
can be really long.
Are driving in the car on a long road trip up a mountain. And so we're praying that road trip doesn't feel long, but feels short. Because time flies when you're having fun with good friends.
Exactly. I hope no one pukes.
What?
You said a long road trip going up a mountain, and all I could think is like...
Puking?
Some people get really car sick on mountains.
Yeah.
Wonder who it'll be.
Sometimes people puke at the word puke. They have like an aversion to the word puke.
Puke bags for every car.
Okay, I think that's a great first question. What words do you have an aversion to?
No, don't do that. Okay, no, for real. Okay.
What words make you want to throw
we're
up?
Lock in.
No. All right, here we go. Sorry, this is supposed to be appropriate. This is for the ladies.
This
I forgot.
is why Brent and I don't do podcasts together.
I apologize. Jenna is in charge. Go ahead, dear.
Let's
start with.
Let's just do a quick go around the people in your car. And
they've surely already shared names, so you don't have to share names.
Share names. Well, if you haven't, share names.
Okay.
Where did you grow up? Where would you say is hometown for you?
Yeah.
And
I think that's great. Well, where did you grow up and where is hometown is the same question.
No, I totally disagree. And we actually had this conversation with somebody recently. Like for me, I would say I was born in Bloomington, Illinois.
But you grew up in?
But I often would say like home would be Louisville, Kentucky, because that's where I spent the majority of my adult life.
Although now the majority of your adult life has been in San Luis Obispo.
Disagree. I mean, 7 years, and we lived in Kentucky for
7 years. Okay.
Anyways, but I grew up in Bloomington, Illinois. I would say hometown is more like Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I currently live in San Luis Obispo and have for 7 years.
I like to think. Yeah,
Brent, what about you?
I was born at Audubon Hospital in Louisville, Kentucky. And I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky and was raised in Louisville, Kentucky. And that's where I would say I was from. So if you want to pause and go around, you can. And we're just going to keep rolling. So you can pause us and you can keep going. Like, there's not going to be a pause in our conversation.
No, but I will say, and now would be the time to pause.
Now, clap. And so, so I hope you guys had a good conversation about where your hometown was and where you grew up. I have a question. Can these just be peppery? Are we going to go to question or are we going to go to trivia?
Let's do another question or two, and then we'll jump into some trivia, and then we'll spot conversation in between our trivia questions.
You know my mindset. I will just fill up the space with conversation. So do you want to what?
Talk.
Okay. I'm going to stop. You get the next piece of this.
You just said you had a question.
I said, do you want me to just keep going? Because I could just pepper these like crazy. Or do you have have a game plan?
No, I don't really have a game plan for questions. We're just going to roll with it. But I was thinking about like everybody in the car. What's been like, have you gone on a really long road trip before? Do you like road trips?
Maybe your favorite long road trip.
And what was like a favorite, or what makes a road trip fun to you? Like, me, Brent, and the boys got to go on an amazing road trip this summer.
Across the country.
It was truly one of the best experiences of my life, mostly because Keegan was getting ready to move to college and I got to just sit in a car and
we were kind of paced. We weren't necessarily in a hurry. I think that's what I appreciated about it.
I agree. Although I wish it was a little longer so we could have been even more slow. But
I agree.
One of the things I realized that we like to do on road trips is like just listening to music, which is very typical of road trips, but it's kind of fun to like, what kind of music does everybody listen to? What do you like to listen to on road trips? Like if I'm in a road trip with my friends, I want to listen to music that I can sing along to, like, Wicked or something like that.
Wicked, the soundtrack?
Yeah, the best
for
a road trip. But like with my boys and with Brent, it was like country music and the 90s, whole time. And
90s alt, grunge,
we love
Third Eye
90s
Blind,
throwbacks.
Goo Goo Dolls, which the boys love those songs.
Yeah. And Brent has this like really incredible talent for thinking of songs for one, and then thinking of songs that remind him of other songs so he can just keep going. Whereas I kind of forget everything we used to listen to.
Yeah. We play a game in the car where we turn on Spotify and I'm like, okay, I'm going to pick a song, and the first song that comes to your mind, you have to put it in the queue, and we don't listen to the whole song. We go like 30 seconds until it gets a little boring.
Yeah.
And then we jump to the next song. And then, so anyways, maybe the question is, if you wanted to pause, is well, we asked a couple questions there.
Yeah.
What was your favorite long road trip? And
do you like road trips?
Do you like road trips? These are
like, would you prefer to fly?
Well,
not everybody would.
And then maybe what would be your favorite road trip musical genre? So to recap, if you want to pause right now, is Favorite road trip you've ever been on? Would you prefer to fly than drive? And
or boat?
Or go on a boat? Or what are you doing?
I mean, I don't like to.
What is
I
your
wouldn't like to go on a
favorite
boat.
musical genre with friends and or with your spouse if you have one, or with your kids if you have them? So now would be a time to pause and keep going.
Pause.
I think at this point we should probably move on to some trivia questions. I mean, they're on like a 4-hour road trip. Maybe
we've got
longer.
all kinds of time.
Okay, so at this point, you should move on to trivia. I know you've prepared some trivia for this conversation.
I have lots of trivia.
Okay, all right.
And we're going to try and pace it out because I know not everybody's going to want to just sit in a car and do trivia.
Okay.
But
I think we should do like 2 trivia questions right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not very much.
Okay, maybe 3.
I think I'm in charge here.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're going to start with some staff trivia because I think that is fun. So, question number 1. We'll ask the question and then I'm going to give the answer. So everybody has a second to answer the question in the car.
I don't know the answers to these, so I want to play.
Who on our staff would say that one of their favorite movies is the Mad Max movies?
The Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah. This one's in the desert
movies with like the
clowns.
Big cars that it's like dystopian society.
Yeah.
Who on the SLO City Church staff?
Which maybe, do I need to run through everybody on staff? No.
I mean, I could do it really quick. You've got Tatum, Isaiah, Jacob, Brea.
She's new. She's
Hannah,
going to throw some curveballs
Kristen,
in here.
Andrew, Luke, Heather, Brent, Jenna. Is that everybody? If I miss somebody, I'm really sorry.
Jordan is kind of on staff, but I actually don't have any. Maybe you can throw out some questions for him.
Sounds good.
Okay. Who on staff favorite movie is the Mad Max movies?
Heather Minnick. She loves those movies.
Isn't that surprising and weird?
Whoever's
in her car, discuss.
Her and Mark have very interesting, interesting and like they follow musicians that I've never followed or heard of.
Yeah.
And they are
Truly, they're
big into like going to a show or seeing like a movie in a film festival. They're like a little bit off of mainstream, and I like that about them.
They're kind of like the coolest people on our staff. They are really
cool. If you don't know Heather,
they keep us cool.
Is Heather on this road trip?
Yeah.
Whoa, Heather!
Hey, Heather!
Hey, Heather! We love you.
Heather's the best.
All right, next trivia question.
Okay. Who on our staff was homeschooled?
Who on our staff was homeschooled? Is this one person? Is it multiple people?
Oh, snap. I think it was just one.
Did you say snap?
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody has had a chance to answer, and it is, let's see
Luke.
if Brent knows.
Luke Lyons was homeschooled.
Top of his class.
Top of his class. Valedictorian. Captain of the sports team.
Always picked first.
Best looking and most likely to succeed. and also most likely to end up in jail. So he's all of those, all the superlatives is what it was. But he was part of a consortium though that played basketball for like a homeschool conglomerate. And so that's cool about Luke. And what I like about Luke is that, I mean, maybe that could be a trivia question. What do I like most about Luke?
I love that. What do we think Brent likes most about Luke?
Do we give a multiple choice?
Sure. No,
this is on the spot. I haven't thought about this. A, he's sneaky funny. B, he's super loyal, like a Labrador puppy. C, he's very talented. Or D, I can only think of other. He's humble. Yeah, I'm going to say D. He's humble. Okay, next question. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you're not going to give an answer?
I did. I said he's humble.
Oh,
and he's loyal. He's like a Labrador. He's
set up our podcast.
He set up our podcast even when he was grumpy today.
Grumpy.
He said, I'm grumpy today.
I kind of like grumpy Luke.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of Keegan. I just want to give him a hug.
Yeah.
But I didn't because that would be weird.
That would be inappropriate.
I did not.
Okay. All right.
Okay, next question. Who was born in California, moved to the East Coast before returning to the Central Coast?
Oh, I know this. So again, you've got Heather, Kristen, Hannah, Andrew, Tatum, Jacob, Isaiah, Jordan, Brent, Jenna. I think that's everybody.
I don't even know. I wasn't really
paying attention. Who is it?
Andrew.
It was Andrew Isaacs, our executive pastor. Was born and raised in the Bay Area, San Jose, moved to Georgia, then moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then moved back to Arroyo Grande, or however you guys want to say it. Grande, because Brini, his wife's family, is from there and lives there. So Andrew is originally from California, although there's a second who did the same thing. Do you know it? Do you know who else was born in California, moved to the East Coast, and moved back?
Jacob?
No.
Who?
Well, the Texas isn't really the East Coast, but
Texas is not even close to the East Coast.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not Jacob.
Oh.
It was Jordan Gallagher. He was born in Oakland, California.
You're right.
And then their family moved to Ohio.
You're
and then
right.
he moved back out here in 2019.
Yeah. Forgot about
Okay,
that.
there you go.
Very true. Who on our staff used to be a tap dancer?
A tap dancer. Okay. We should put music in this section.
That'd be fun. That's a lot
Jenna
of work, though.
really
We're about to
likes
go.
the road trip trivia, and it drives me crazy. But
What?
I just think it's
You
kind
don't
of
think
boring.
This is fun?
Like I'm having fun because I'm talking, but I like to talk about
when we go
things
on
more.
road trips, I love listening to road trip trivia.
Yeah, I know you do. And
my feelings are a little hurt right now.
don't have your feelings hurt.
Okay, who used to be a tap dancer? I think he's avoiding the question
It
because
was
it is
me.
Brent.
And I don't remember anything. My mom put me in tap and jazz when I was a child
Oh, we have pictures
with my sister, and Blair's in the car as well.
Hey, Blair.
And so Blair and Brent Bramer were like, we were the talk of the
dancing
talk of the
queen.
town. Everybody came out to see my jazz hands and my ball chains and my shuffle.
Oh my gosh.
And all right, you have one more trivia question before we do another
Really?
pause. Yeah.
Who lived in Chicago and worked as a teacher?
Who lived in Chicago and worked as a teacher? Who do you think it was? You already know the answers to these questions.
I'm trying to decide how much time we give before we just give the answer. So I think we're giving too much time.
I mean, we probably are. We're
Kristen.
giving Kristen O'Block.
Kristen used to live in Chicago.
All right.
And worked as a teacher.
Next question.
Oh, you stole one of them.
Oh.
Who on our staff has their master's degree?
How many people have their master's degree?
Well, who? Technically only one right now.
Really?
I think so. I didn't verify the answers twice, I guess. That would be Tatum. Tatum has his master's, and soon I will have mine.
That's right.
But not
You're
yet.
talking very softly.
Like that SNL
You
skit.
sound like Delilah.
Hello.
Tatum has his master's degree.
And today we're going to talk about
Oh my gosh.
who has a pinball arcade in their house.
Is that the next question?
Yeah.
Who has pinball arcade games in their home?
Lots of them.
Mark Minogue. Well, Heather.
Mark and Heather.
Heather.
Yep. Okay, now I have to stop. Is that what you're saying?
We're
going to pause.
I'm getting a
Brent's-
little bored, but
I don't know why
You invited
doing
me to this?
together. I have a great plan.
who is getting annoyed with their spouse right now in this moment? Is it A, Jenna, B, Blair Gallagher, who's in the car, C, Heather Minogue, or D, Jenna? It is Jenna.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. But you love me.
Okay, but you want to give a question for the car?
I think we should do some, we'll go back to the questions, pause, talk, because it's about friendship. So they've had some chance to hopefully laugh and get to know the staff. But are there any more questions you have?
I have like maybe 100 trivia questions here.
Oh my gosh. I thought this was
I've got all the time in the
it was
world.
about them developing friendships in the cars, like pausing and talking about this.
What's your question then? Throw out a question for the
I
car.
think, okay. All right. And I want to know your answer to this because we talk about this often and it changes. So we're going back into a question phase of the podcast, even though you're in charge. Okay.
Clearly not.
The question I have is, what is a bucket list destination for you? So if you could pick anywhere in the world to go, you had the money, you had the resources, you had the opportunity, like you're not even worried about it, where would you go and why?
Okay.
And I'm asking you that question, but you can pause. You can pause right now and you can talk about it in the car. But I'm asking you that question because I think I think I know yours. It's interesting.
It's weird.
What?
It was like a slew of people walking towards the window.
The office next door, they just kind of walk in circles around the building all day. I don't know if they work. They just get their steps in.
Okay. If I would have, so 2 things come to mind.
Okay.
One, easy, would go to Fiji.
Fiji?
I want to stay in one of those little like huts that you can like see through the water underneath you. Like you're out on that little platform.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so amazing. That would be like my restful, relaxing destination of choice. And then I would love to go to Italy.
Italy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greece and Spain. Like,
would you like to do the Camino de Santiago?
Is that long walk?
That's a long walk.
No.
The pilgrimage.
No.
I think it'd be amazing because you see all these little towns and you kind of live in. What I like to do when I travel, and we do too, is we like to I like to start to feel like a local. Like, you know what I mean? Like that moment where you're there long enough, where you're in the same spot and you're going to the coffee shop or something. I just like to feel like a local. So Italy.
Where would your
I would not have picked that for you because every other time you talked about like a Holy Land kind of walking where Jesus walked tour.
Oh, I just wasn't thinking. That's like educational.
You were thinking vacation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I guess Italy and all that would be a little, excuse me, educational too. But
okay.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Okay.
But
all right.
Fiji, take me to Fiji.
If anybody has any connections to someone who can get us to Fiji,
with one of those little huts, we can seat it on the water. Okay. Watch the fish.
All right. Here's a question I have for you as well.
Wait, where would your destination be?
I mean, we've been to Northern Ireland on a mission trip. I want to go up to like that part of the world. Like, I know this is probably not popular, but like Norway, Sweden, Finland, those like cold coastal towns look so cool to me. And like I don't know, Switzerland, I think would be cool.
Where
in the
did
Alps.
Bobby Boss go?
Switzerland.
Is that?
And he went to Croatia.
Croatia.
And like, I would like to go just see some like really cool things and be in like a little like hole in the wall restaurant in the middle of one of those nowhere towns. I think would just be so cool.
Yeah.
To like explore and hike and run and go see some stuff.
Yeah. I feel like there's been a lot of talk about Croatia lately for vacations.
Yeah, Croatia's making a comeback. Okay. Next question for you, Jenna, that I have. And this is also for the car. Hopefully you answered that last one together and you paused it.
Just pause us.
What is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you on a road trip? You can pause it now and you can talk about it. But you think about your answer. What is the funniest thing?
Wish I could pause. I can't think of anything.
You can't think of it?
Well, I mean, this isn't funny, but like when we were camping.
Yeah.
And we had to like go to the bathroom at night and it was the scariest thing. And I just would run screaming.
Yes. I mean, I think about the time that Keegan, when we were stopped in the middle of Florida, Keegan had a blowout when he had a diaper and we had to pull him out of the car. I think about the time that Samson was a puppy and he was sitting on my lap and we were like, what is that smell? It all pretty much orients around fecal matter. And then the other thing that I think was funny was when we were driving to Bloomington, Illinois during Christmas break, or like we were going there for Christmas and there was a massive blizzard and snowstorm and like everybody's like stopped and there's like 3 inches of snow on the ground. Everybody's spinning out. The car behind us spins out. I get out of the car to go help.
Nobody's moving.
But then I'm like, they're stuck and they just need a shove. So I get out because
You're a nice guy.
I'm a decent guy. And I get out, but I'm only wearing house slippers. I was in a house slipper phase.
Well, you had clothes on and house slippers.
Well, of course. Oh my gosh. You're going to have to put a different rating on this. And so I get out and I'm like, Jenna, you got to just get in the driver's seat in case the traffic moves, not thinking it hasn't moved in an hour. And so I'm back there in the snow pushing the car out. And I look up and all of the traffic is moving at like 15 miles an hour and I can't find our car. Jenna has left me. She didn't pull to the emergency lane. I have house slippers on with no backs. Like there's nothing grasping the back of my heel. So I am running in about 6 inches of snow. Now the snow is up to 6 and I'm barefoot trying to catch up to her. And I'm like, I finally, a mile. I run a mile in the snow. I'm frostbitten and I catch up to her and I'm like, what are you thinking?
I didn't know what to do.
She just kept going.
I couldn't stop. It was like dangerous to stop.
What did you think was going to happen? That was when we had to be like 20.
I say I don't even
25.
I don't think we had kids.
That was like 17 years ago.
Did we have babies?
So anyway,
oh my gosh, you're right. That was a great story.
That was a funny story.
That was a good time.
I hope that you shared funny stories in your car to make new friends.
Pause now and share some funny stories about you on road trips.
Yeah. Okay, I got another question.
Brent loves the questions.
Okay, well,
these are great questions.
I thought the point of this podcast was for people in the car to make friends.
Love it when people make friends.
Okay. Do you want to go back?
Who's the most recent friend you've made? Have you made a new friend?
That's a good question. I met with a guy named Daniel this week for coffee. He seems friendly.
Will you be my friend?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know if I could pick one person that has recently become a friend. I mean, Corey and his family just moved over from the Valley and it has been running with us on Saturday mornings. I think he's a friend I would like to maybe like hang out with a little bit more and get to know a little bit more. They come to our church and been a part of some of the men's things. Just had a baby. What about you? Have you made a new friend?
Well, I just started a new internship last week, which is, like first time in 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Working at a job with people I don't know. And I'm like maybe making some friends there. I mean, I'd like to think so. I hope they don't listen to this.
You're hoping that they like you?
I hope they like me.
They do like you.
I hope they want to be my friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one girl there that's really nice.
Nice.
So.
Okay. I got another question for the car and then we can go back to trivia.
Wait.
Are you losing steam or are you okay?
No, something very exciting just happened. Keegan just sent me a text. Yeah. I'm going to play this really quick. This is a video. You guys will not believe this.
What?
Megan Fate Marshman is at Point Loma Chapel this morning.
Oh, wow.
Speaking to my son. And she is also going to be the speaker at Hume Lake this weekend for us.
Cool.
How cool is that?
Man, she's got a busy schedule.
That's crazy.
That is cool.
Keegan just sent me a video.
She's at Chapel?
Yeah, at Point Loma.
That's awesome.
Very
Where's she
cool.
from? Where's she from? Trivia question for you.
Somewhere in like the LA area, okay. I think.
Is she she's a pretty big deal, I take it?
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of taken off.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just
is
especially
she
here in the last
on
few
staff
years.
at a church or is she?
Yes, and she also is on staff at Hume. Like,
Okay.
and she was their women's pastor
Okay.
For a long time and now does just speaking stuff.
Okay.
She does all kinds of different things. Great. That's crazy.
Okay. Speaking of
Sorry.
famous people like Megan Fate Marshman, here's a question for the car and for you. If you want to pause it after I ask it. Have you ever met someone famous or who is the most famous person that you've met in your mind? Like you could say like, maybe someone says, I met Megan Fate Marshman. And I would say, who? I know Megan Fate Marshman because of the Bible studies and she is a great, I've seen some clips and things, but who is the most famous person that you have ever met?
Okay, well, I'm not going to say that this is the most famous person, but this
Pause.
was one of my trivia questions.
Okay. Oh, it was?
Oh, you want to say pause first?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Well,
they
now
can,
now
said
they want to know.
Pause.
People want to know. They
pause
know
after Jenna shares her most famous
One
person.
of my trivia questions was, what girl band did Jenna meet while trying to stalk NSYNC at a concert?
Is that the most famous person
No,
you've
it's
ever
definitely
met?
not the most famous, but it was just a question about somebody famous.
Okay, so what is the girl band that you met at an NSYNC concert, which if you are familiar with NSYNC in the 90s, was it 90s?
Yeah. Well, early, yeah.
Late 90s?
Yeah, late 90s.
I should know this because you've told me, but...
Should I cue up a song?
No.
No?
I mean, you can. I don't know
Probably not even on Spotify.
Who is it?
It was called Dream.
Oh, what song did they sing? You're looking it up right now.
I truly, because I really don't even remember. And
you met them in a hotel?
Yep, hotel lobby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Great time.
Awkward silence.
Oh, here they are. Ready? Oh yeah, this is a great song. Are they going to?
You might have to put it up at the thing. Yeah. Oh, nice. All right. So you met them. Did you talk to them?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, got pictures and everything. That we won't go anymore.
Okay. So who is the most famous person that you've ever met? Question for the car. Who is that's the most famous person you've ever met?
No.
Who is?
I met, who was that really tall basketball player I took the boys to go?
Oh, Julius Randle.
Oh yeah, Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Is that also who you saw? Is that Julius Randle?
Yeah, I saw him in the Dallas airport.
And
didn't necessarily meet him. I touched him. But
touched him a lot.
Okay. I just patted him on the knee.
We saw Julius Randle. Like,
this story has taken on legs so much.
And touches their legs?
Well, he's got big legs. And he was sitting there. I was just hitting him on the thigh. I'm like, man, it's so good to see you play. It was fine. He was totally cool with it. And he loved that I was, what do the kids say? Or they used to say fanboying over a basketball player.
Yeah.
So that's the most famous person that you've ever met?
I feel like I've met some other people. I just can't think of anything right now.
I
saw Michael Keaton in a restaurant once.
Well, I was going to say, in that same vein, I think if I had to, I would say the most favorite famous people I've ever met are basketball players with the University of Kentucky. But I would say the probable most famous person I've ever met is Kevin Costner.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
In
that
Goleta,
was a real, true.
Yeah, at a lacrosse game. I sat down right next to him and we talked about all kinds of stuff.
Because his son was playing lacrosse against our son.
He said the most nervous he's ever been in his life is giving the eulogy at Whitney Houston's funeral. Isn't that crazy? And that True Bodyguard.
Such a good movie.
But that was that. He's probably, and I have the picture to prove it. So, okay, next.
And that was like you guys shared AirPods. Like you sat down and had
No, he put his headphones in my ear because he wanted me to listen to his band. He's like, yeah, listen to this. And I'm like, I don't really do this with my own family. Share AirPods. I mean, I don't know.
It was a full lacrosse game conversation. Everybody else was scared to go sit by him, and Brent was like,
it was kind of fun. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And then I sent a picture to my dad and I said, "Are you proud of me now, Dad?" He said, "Not yet, son." All right, can I ask more questions, or do you want to get to some trivia?
No, you told me trivia. My trivia is boring.
No, let's do one more question, and then you can do a couple more trivia. We got to keep the energy up, though. I think we need some music, or maybe need like a dance party reset. Because long format podcasts, in my opinion, they take these.
Well, but these aren't long format because everybody's pausing.
It's pretty long. Well, it's even longer format. So we want to be good company on this podcast.
How long have we been on here so far?
I want to say already 30 minutes. So at least recording time. Pausing time, if you guys talked and everybody was as open as we would hope they would be, maybe you're an hour and a half, 2 hours into the road trip by now.
Almost time for lunch, maybe.
Almost time for lunch.
Good old In-N-Out.
Oh, please don't go there. You will be there for hours.
Was it Kettleman City?
Yes.
Is that right?
I would just go to McDonald's.
Else can you stop?
There's a McDonald's there.
I have a great fear of eating fast food on road trips.
Why?
Stomach.
Why?
Jenna
just.
I don't even care.
She just
you guys pulls will out love me for that who
whole
I
line of Pepto. You're just dishing it out.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't even care.
You and Keegan love the Pepto.
We do.
All right.
Keegan
sorry.
and I both. We can live on it.
What's your go-to over-the-counter medication? Maybe that's a good road trip conversation.
Hey, Kevin Pettit once told me that if you take Pepto-Bismol when you're in Mexico, you won't get sick from the water.
Lie.
When we went to Mexico, I took Pepto-Bismol every day.
Yeah.
I did not get sick, but Brent did.
I did. But I got sick after eating In-N-Out in Calabasas.
You were definitely sick before you ate that In-N-Out. That In-N-Out just did you in.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay. Do you want me to ask one more question?
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking at my list here. What is a small decision that changed your life in a big way? I think that's a good question. Dialing up we're being vulnerable with your Pepto conversation, and you told everybody that I tap danced, but what was a small decision that changed your life in a big way? And you can pause and you can talk about that now, or you can listen to Jenna's answer.
Oh my gosh. That feels like I don't know.
You got it. I can answers on this. Here's what's funny is that I feel like I can answer it for you.
Well, are you going to say going back to school?
No, well, that's one.
Oh, okay. What would you say?
What's a small decision that changed your life?
Although that wasn't a small decision.
It's not, there's no right answer. It's a thought-provoking question.
Small decision
that changed your life in a big way.
What was your answer going to be?
For you?
Yeah, jog my memory.
No, I'm not going to answer for you.
Okay.
That's rude.
What it would be your answer for you?
Small decision that changed my life in a big way. I would say it feels like a big decision though. Man, shoot. That's what's hard. A small decision. I would say, oh man, it was a big decision, but maybe, I don't know. It was when I left Northside Christian Church youth pastoring and, took the job for Northwest Haiti Christian Mission. I think that had ripple effects in many different ways, like some really good ways and some really hard ways. And so like it just changed maybe the trajectory of my theology for sure in a big way. Like I think like how I came to know God and understand him through the Haiti days and working with him changed my life in a huge way. But it also like drove me to some like loneliness and isolation and like time where I was traveling away from you guys, and that was hard.
That was really hard.
And so that was maybe, I don't know if that, it feels like a big decision, but
our Haiti season of life was a really interesting because it was like in a lot of ways it was some of the coolest and best experiences of our lives.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, it was like amazing work that you especially got to be a part of. But it was a hard family season of life.
Yeah. I mean, you had to pack up.
But I would have never changed it or traded it.
Okay, so you can either go, that was kind of a big decision.
Yeah, that was a big decision. I started thinking after that, I started thinking about journaling.
Yeah.
Because I have always really enjoyed journaling. It's been important to me, but I found a phase of life where I really like and appreciate hand journaling. It feels like there's something special about it. But I would always get frustrated and quit because my brain is running faster than my hands could move. And I'd get tired or just take too long. And I'm like, okay, I just don't do it. And I don't know, about a year and a half ago or something, I made a small decision of like, what if I just journal on my computer and type it out rather than trying to handwrite? And that has been a game changer for me because I think journaling is so valuable and important. And it's, at least for me, it's really, really helpful to me. And just making the small shift of typing it, I think that always felt inauthentic to me or something.
Yeah.
But I have found that it makes it easier. And I don't know. It's just been a small thing that has had a big impact for me.
I like that. I'm trying to think about other small decisions. Because it is like little tiny decisions can trigger big life events and you kind of have to trace it back. Mm-hmm. Or like big moments that shift something in you. Because that causes like gratitude in you. And
right. Just
you're very reflective. Yeah. And you're like, wow. Because sometimes you can like, not you, but people in general can just kind of complain about life and be like, oh gosh, this. But when you go back and like read your journal, you're like, whoa, I'm complaining, but God's answered prayer 1, 2, 3, or God's opened this door. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, ready for the next question?
Bring it on.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, you had the question side of this thing. I had the trivia side, and
well, let's go back to trivia after this last question. Are you ready? What is something that people often misunderstand or understood about you? So these are heavy. These are but it's
for people who don't know each other. In
exactly,
the car.
Which is like okay, like I think that's a great question to get to know somebody. What is something that people often misunderstand about you? So people often misunderstand about me, and you can pause and answer that question anytime. But they misunderstand about me. They're like, "Oh, you're so busy." So I just didn't which. Okay. Wait. But they misunderstand, like they assume that I don't want to like go for a hike, or they assume there's like an assumption
you don't
made.
Want another friend.
Exactly.
They do want a friend.
They misunderstand
I want a friend.
that like I don't want to do busy work. I want to actually be with people. And so they're like, I figured you were really busy, and I know you've got a lot on your plate, and I know you have this, and I'm like, yeah, that's why like you're giving me an out. Like, so don't misunderstand that about me, that just because there's busyness, and everybody is busy in their own way. But I think that's like, there's a misunderstanding that like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm like, whoa, like I actually I like being bothered.
Yeah.
Until I don't.
And sometimes I don't.
And sometimes I'm like, stop bothering me. What about you? What's something that people often misunderstood about you when you were little, maybe? Or misunderstand about you now? Because misunderstood about you when you were little might be even a little different angle or lens than misunderstand about you now. I think misunderstand about you now can feel a little vulnerable, maybe. What is that song? Little Miss Misunderstood. What is that song?
Oh,
who was that? Like
that's Kelly Clarkson.
I was going to say Alanis Morissette. Kelly Clarkson.
Do we need to
wow.
play it?
See, don't play it. Just answer the question. Answer the question.
I don't know. You're catching me off guard with some of these questions. These are deep.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. I think I think it can go one of two ways. Either people assume, like you, I'm so busy, and so they don't call or answer. Or people assume, like, I guess in the season of life when I was a stay-at-home mom, when I was solely a stay-at-home mom, it was like, oh, what do you do? And I felt like, my head was falling off most of the time.
You're like, I do everything.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what do I do?
That's like when you talk about small changes that make big differences, I think about like picking up cups. Or like socks off the floor. Those make big differences,
You need to talk to somebody. I think about sweeping up dog hair.
Ice cream cups.
Sweeping up dog hair with the Swiffer.
That are left on the floor for 2 days. Yeah. Chocolate chips crusted to it.
Oh, that's another... Okay, this is off the top of my head. What is something that you go to in seasons of stress as a healthy coping mechanism?
Gosh. Or... Let's do this. What's your late night snack?
Okay, there we go. What's your late night snack?
Let's like lighten this up a little for these
I can
ladies.
go with that. I can answer that one. If you want to pause and talk about your late night snack.
Nestle Toll House, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yes.
Ice cream. The kind that comes in the yellow carton.
Apparently I went down there. You were at work the other night, and who was with me? Hattie or Isla? And I was like, the other kids were somewhere else, and we were there, and I was like, you want to go do something? She was like, yeah. And we went down to Smart and Final, and we got 2 or 3 big jugs of those ice cream. And we went home, and I ate one of them, and I showed up to church on Sunday, and somebody was like, I saw you at Smart and Final with all that ice cream. I'm like, oh man, you need to put a hood on buying that ice cream. Anyway.
That's funny. Okay. Late night snack. Go.
I just said it.
I know. I'm saying like for the people.
Oh, pause for the car. What's yours?
I'm not really a late night snacker. I don't like ice cream.
Goldfish
or popcorn.
Yeah.
Would be if I'm going to have a snack.
Okay.
Cole really loves grapes.
I think we should do another rapid fire of trivia.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
It's Jenna's time. Do we continue with staff trivia?
We can do whatever you want.
Is that most personal for people?
I don't know.
I'm going to keep going with a few more.
Is there a different level of trivia that you discussed that you have
I
prepared?
have California State trivia. I have Central Coast trivia. I have 90s trivia. I have pop culture. I have...
You should... How long did you think we were going to be on this podcast?
I come prepared.
Right.
I like to be over prepared than under prepared. So this is.
Can I give us a framework? Why don't you do 3 staff questions, 3 California questions, either 3 Central Coast questions, and then 3 90s questions. And then it might be a good time to maybe wind it down after that.
Who on our staff had a pet tarantula?
Somebody had a pet tarantula?
That they found in the wild,
caught
it, and put it in a cage to live in.
Well,
as a pet.
How else
and they held it.
Held it?
Held it.
Well, tarantulas are not dangerous.
This is outrageous. This is an outrageous California conversation.
Who on our staff?
Everybody can
discuss. Hold on. Wait. Is this in the California bucket or is this on the staff bucket?
Staff bucket.
Okay, because you said a California question. That threw me for a loop.
I said a California debate because people in California say tarantulas are not scary.
They're not scary.
Or harmful, and I disagree.
They just look like a hand walking around. I would say, I don't know the answer to this, but I'm going to guess Jacob.
One might think.
Okay.
It was Brea.
Brea had a pet tarantula?
Yeah. Well, technically she says it was her family's. She didn't really like it, but.
All right. Brea. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, she lived in Bakersfield. What are you laughing at that? There's tarantulas there.
There's tarantulas here.
Yeah, but I know, but that's what I was thinking. It had to be somebody who lived in California or Texas, which is where Jacob lived for a little bit. Jacob lived in Texas, and so did Tatum.
Gosh, guys,
Okay. All right, so Brea had a tarantula. All right.
Yep. Okay. There are 3 people on our staff who can speak other languages, and there may be others. But 2 can speak fluent Spanish and 1 can speak Creole.
Okay. 2 can speak Spanish, 1 can speak Creole. Who are the staff members that can speak Spanish and who is the staff member who can speak Creole? And I'm going to say, is it me that can speak Creole?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. I can. Broken Creole for sure, not fluent.
But if you were to go back to Haiti and you were there for more than 3 days,
the Holy Spirit takes control and I start to speak the tongue of Creole. Yes.
It's kind of amazing, really.
And then I'm going to guess, because I don't know this. I know Hannah speaks Spanish.
Indeed.
And Jacob speaks Spanish. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Good question. Is there one more? One more in the staff bucket, right?
Who was in 4-H as a kid and did sewing, knitting, cake decorating, and showed chickens?
4-H?
4-H.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
It was me.
You were in 4-H? And you showed a goat?
No, I never had a goat.
Just
Chickens.
Okay.
I won the showmanship award for my chickens.
What kind of chicken was it?
I don't know. It's black and white. And I sewed things.
If
and
you
then
are
I
not
had
watching
to wear
the
things
video version of this, you're missing out on Jenna's holding
I'm
a
so
chicken.
Curious. I don't even know what this
like
is going to look like. I'm a little embarrassed.
It's okay. It's good.
Okay,
so now we're going.
Now
we're going to the Central Coast.
Wait, who got married the youngest?
Who got married the youngest on our staff?
Yeah.
So out of the married couples, let's see. We're married. Jordan's married. Heather is married. Kristen is married. Tatum is married. Isaiah is married. And Brea is married. Who got married the youngest out of those? I know the answer to this, and you know the answer to this. So give your guesses in the car.
Dun dun dun.
And it was Brea. Brea was 19 years old. Just got married this year.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
We did their premarital counseling.
It was great.
And we said,
and she's on this trip too.
And she's on this trip.
She is in the car.
Brea?
Whoever's car she is in. I hope she has talked about the tarantula.
Brea, could you tell what you've learned in your 6 months of marriage?
Oof.
Okay. Let's talk about that. What do we think Brea has learned in her 6 month of marriage? I don't want to talk about it. I want the cars to talk about it. All right.
For those of you who don't know Brea yet,
Brea's
if
amazing.
you're on this trip, you're going to get to know her. She's great.
She's great. faithful, so kind, talented.
Yeah,
been good.
great
Okay,
person.
now we're moving on to Central Coast trivia.
Well, okay, kind of California. Some of this is very interesting. What year did California officially become a state?
I don't know.
For the car. 1850.
1850.
Yeah.
Do you know when the University of Kentucky became a university?
You have a sickness. There's something wrong with you.
1865.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Okay, next question.
Who knows things like that?
Well, I have a hat that says 1865, and I didn't know why it said it, so I Googled it.
If any of you are into trivia and ever go to a trivia night that has to do with sports, you should bring Brent with you because he has the most.
Do you want to know why?
Insane.
Because I was raised by Sports Center. Dan Patrick and Kenny
anything.
Mayne.
Like
Okay.
the facts, the sports facts he knows is unbelievable.
Well,
Which California city is nicknamed the raisin capital of the world?
raisin capital of the world. I don't know this, but can I guess really quick? I'm going to guess LA?
Fresno.
I was thinking of the California raisins. Remember those guys?
I loved those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was like a Burger King
I think they were their own thing, but Burger King took
but that's
them
what you remember, the
marketed
little
them.
like
Yeah,
that was a fun season of life.
it was. Life seemed simpler.
It did.
Okay. Next question.
Take us back. California produces more than 90% of the U.S. supply of which nut?
Oh. Do you know the answer to this? You do. You're asking the trivia.
I'm looking at the questions.
Is it almonds?
N-
Hold on. Nut?
Yeah, almonds.
Oh, you said no. Okay.
Almonds.
Nice.
What California city is nicknamed Surf City, USA?
San Diego.
No.
Really? Surf City?
Mm-hmm.
Newport Beach?
No.
Huntington Beach?
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't call that a city though. I know that's bad, but I feel like it's LA. I still have not figured out what is Orange County and what, just because I'm not from there. It just feels like I just call it all
It's just
LA
all one big thing.
and all, yeah.
It's
So
just one big
I
lump.
don't count Huntington Beach as its own unique entity, but I know it is. Okay, so we hit staff. That's California. Do we want to hit one more thing of trivia? Should we do Bible trivia?
Oh, wait, here, this is, and probably everybody will get this because it just happened. What band recently did a surprise concert at the Fremont, generating a ton of buzz and excitement?
A ton. Bump, 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 bump. There goes my hero.
The Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Did anybody in any of the cars get to go to the concert?
Talk about that. Does anybody know who the lead singer of the Foo Fighters was the drummer for?
Ooh, I do.
Band in the 90s. Nirvana. Kurt Cobain. Okay. Anything else?
Grunge, flannel shirts, and Doc Martens.
Was that a trivia question?
No, it's just what it makes me think of.
Yes.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
My brother really loved the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh.
Anybody familiar with the Smashing Pumpkins? I feel like that kind of goes in the same vein.
I still don't know many of their songs, which is kind of crazy.
That is weird. I mean, it was just like his niche. He really loved them. Okay, what now? You throw out a question for the car.
Oh man!
Before we move
Hold on,
on.
I thought you had a couple more trivia questions. Just give me
California ones.
One or two. I thought you said staff, California, and Central Coast. You asked one about the Foo Fighters.
Central Coast city hosts an annual clam festival celebrating its seaside heritage?
I know that because I just went surfing there this morning, and there were tons of clams
in the water
everywhere. The birds were eating clams. They were having a clam party. Pismo Beach.
Yeah.
There's so many clams.
Really?
That's why there's clam chowder all over the place here, because it was like a big clam thing. And then I guess people overfished or overtrapped. I don't know how you catch a clam. You just scoop them. I don't know.
I'm so confused. Like when you were in the water, there were just clams
floating? No,
floating?
walking into the water, there were clams all over the beach, like this big, like the size of like a hamburger. I'm not kidding. It was pretty big. And then so they're everywhere. And I guess they over farmed them or fished them, or I don't know what you do.
Same with salmon.
Yeah. And now they're like returning with a vengeance. Clams are taking over. Now
Clam
there's just birds everywhere. So dirty, feathers, clam juice. So anyway.
And you did go surfing this morning.
I did.
You and Cole and Bobby Boss.
I did.
Shout out to Bobby Boss.
I did.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun new thing for you guys getting up early and going surfing.
It is fun.
I'm afraid to put a wetsuit on.
It's honestly, I had to have Cole help me get my arms out today because I was like stuck in the top of it, and I was like having I was almost had a mental and emotional breakdown in the middle of Pismo Beach. I was like, get it off!
Oh my gosh!
Pull it around my elbow.
That happened to me in a CCS
like I'm buried
dressing
alive.
room. Yeah.
Okay.
I tried and I started sweating, and then it was like I almost had to go out and ask him to cut it off of me.
Mm-hmm.
So scared.
Yeah.
That brings up a good car question of like, what is a hobby that you enjoy participating in? Either a hobby or just like a pastime. It could be reading a book or surfing.
Talk about that now.
Okay, go.
What is your favorite hobby to partake in? Do you have a hobby?
I mean, I don't know if you'd say this is a hobby, but I really love hiking with you.
Yeah.
Just with you.
What hobbies would you like to partake in? You also went through a what is those things on our walls? Those
macrame.
Macrame.
That was a COVID.
It was a COVID thing,
distraction.
a COVID hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And you like to read. I think reading is a hobby.
Reading.
And in seasons of margin, you like to garden.
I love plants.
It's hard here.
It's interesting here. Yeah. In Kentucky, I love to have a garden.
Yeah.
Here, I have really struggled with a garden, but I like my indoor house plants.
Our house is a jungle.
Because our house happens to get incredible sunlight.
We have the purest oxygen in all of town because of all of the oxygen pumping out all of the things.
I do love my plants.
I have a question for the car. What was your first job?
Oh, that's a good one.
Good question for the car. You can
Outside
pause it
like,
whenever you would like.
If you were like, I mean, not like dog sitting. I mean, you can count that, but
why are you going to put a classifier on it?
Okay, fine.
But what? Go ahead.
My first job.
Okay.
was such a great job. I worked at a grocery store, the same grocery store that my grandpa worked at. He was like the manager of the meat or produce. I don't really know what he did. He's such a wonderful man,
didn't he?
Yeah, the best guy. And I got to work with him for a season, which was so much fun. But I worked at Cub Foods. I ran the checkout lane, which is why I still know that the code to bananas is 4011. We'll never forget it. Maybe the most common produce that people buy, bananas.
Oh my gosh.
But you had to wear
Fun fact. That was a trivia question.
You had to wear black slacks and a white, I think it was a button down with a red vest.
Nice.
It was the most horrible
outfit.
Work uniform you could ever put on. I loved that job though. My least favorite day was Senior Citizens Day because seniors would get a discount and you would have to ask them if they were of the senior citizen age. And I was always so afraid to ask, do you get the senior discount? And so I'd usually just give it to everybody.
Everybody got the senior discount?
Remotely over 30.
Oh, really?
I mean, I was 16 at the time.
Could I have gotten a senior discount from you?
Probably. Who's this old guy?
You look weathered. Would you like some discounts?
Yeah, great job though. Loved it.
I like that.
I remember sitting in the break room reading the newspaper.
Oh.
Because we didn't have phones.
Yeah, you didn't have phones.
Yep.
That's good.
And I'd eat a Snickers bar.
My first job was, not that you're asking, but was working at, I think it was Brownsboro General Store. I think I've told stories about that, serving meatloaf in a line.
You weren't really a server though, were you?
They didn't really have servers. It was kind of a weird, funky place. It was kind of like a grocery store meets sit down meatloaf place. And so they would kind of walk through and you would serve them the meatloaf, but it was okay. It was okay. It didn't survive much longer after I was there, but it was a good job. And the famous story though with Brownsboro General Store is when I didn't want to go to work, and this is one of the greatest lies I've ever told, and I'm confessing it publicly. I wanted to call in sick but I wasn't sick. So I was running through a dilemma of like, I had something else I wanted to go to, which was at church. It was a church event.
Oh my gosh.
In high school, I'd just come to faith. And I'm like, I don't want to go to work, but I don't want to lie and tell them that I was sick. So I'm allergic to cats, highly allergic to cats. And my mom just chose to marry a man who had cats. And so my stepdad brought his cats into my home and just made my life miserable. And I picked up one of his cats named Batman and I rubbed him, rubbed. Oh no, Luke's computer just went weird. I hope we're recording. But basically rubbed the cat onto my eyeballs. And so I had an allergenic fit and I walked in. I was allergic reaction. And I walked in and Todd was like, "Are you okay, man?" I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Why don't you go home?" I'm like, "Okay." And so then I had to figure out how do I start to breathe again so that I can go to the church function? So that was my first job. Last question that I have.
Wait, do you want to check that?
Yeah, I will, but sure. I'm going to check it after I ask this. Who is someone who's had a big influence on your life? Who is someone who's had a big influence on your life? You can pause it, talk about it. Okay. But what's yours? I want you to talk about it while I'm checking his computer.
Oh, I mean, I have a couple people who instantly come to mind, but maybe one of the most significant was... Were you going to say? Who do you think?
Jay Kidwell.
That's what I was going to say. Yep. Yes, Jay Kidwell was a professor, one of my freshman professors, and also my advisor when I was in college. And he was an incredible, incredible person. He passed away a few years ago, which was just heartbreaking because he's an amazing, amazing man. But he really encouraged me and picked me up.
Like your freshman year or sophomore year of college?
I mean, he was my advisor from freshman year, but It was probably, I think I switched majors going into my sophomore year. So somewhere in there, I don't really remember where it was, but he really just pulled me aside and spoke a lot of courage and confidence into me and told me some things that he felt like I was good at. And I think in that season of life, I didn't really feel like I was good at anything. And
you were good at a lot of things. You just didn't feel like you were good. I
struggled with confidence a lot.
Yeah.
And especially, in that season in school and all that. And so, I would say that is why I am doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
All back to Jay Kidwell, which also speaks of just the importance of encouraging people and speaking confidence, or when you see something in somebody, kind of just sharing that with them, because I think that is such a significant and important act in other people's lives. Like when somebody calls you out and tells you that you're good at something or says something encouraging, that has a huge impact on people.
Yep.
So share those things.
Share what you see. If you see something, say something. If you see something in someone, show it, shine it, let it shine. A big influence on my life. I was honestly, I'm probably losing steam. I need to get a snack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, maybe that's a question before I answer this one. I got a question. What happens when you're hangry or when you're hungry? Because do you go hangry? I go hangry.
Brent, do you want to go get a snack now while I fill in the space?
No, we probably should wrap. I mean, we've been an hour. We've been a long time.
Hangry and
I have a meeting. So,
what's like your road trip snack go to? Like if you were to go to a gas station, what kind of snack do you get?
Hold on. My biggest influence in my life.
Well, yeah, we got 3 questions to answer right there.
Okay, so biggest influence. One of the biggest influences in my life has been, man.
You suppose I can hear how squeaky my chair is?
I don't know. I can.
It's very annoying. I'm trying not to move, but I can't. I hope they can't hear it.
Oh my gosh. Who do you think is a big influence on my life?
I mean, I think you're a youth pastor when you were in
thought about him.
High school. I'm not sure why I'm blanking on his name.
Scott.
That's terrible. Thank you, Scott Hatfield.
Yeah. I think honestly, Kyle has been Kyle and Dave, the kind of the
Dave Stone,
the pastors at the church we were at before. Not necessarily because we were like super, super, super close, but they just spoke again, life and encouragement into me in a season that I desperately needed it. And then believed in a way that kind of propped us up. And then I think about some friends who are just like good friends, like Brad and Matt Allman, and, you know, some of those guys who just like always say, dude, you got this, you know, and just prop you up.
Brad, your brother?
Brad, my brother, but Brad McMahon and like Matt Allman and those guys. So those are some big influences in my life. I was also thinking about like people I've read, like Brennan Manning. I read his memoir in a season that I desperately needed to read it. And it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So that was good. Okay. What was the second question? When I get hungry, what happens?
Hangry was your
Well,
question.
when I get hangry, I get hangry. I get angry. I get tired. I get like distracted. I get like, oh my gosh, I got to go do something.
Brent has this thing when we're in meetings where like when he's done.
He's done.
And you can read it all over his face. And
is it?
At least I can.
Does it look like I look right now?
I mean, a little bit, which is kind of hurtful. I feel sad.
No, this is a lot of fun. I'm just worried about the next thing, which is I'm being very present.
What's your next meeting?
I think I have to, I don't even know.
You don't even have one, do you? You made that up. You don't even have a meeting. You just wanted to get out of here.
No, I got a meeting I gotta
stop
go
talking
to.
to my wife. She's driving me
I talk
crazy.
to her so much. We talk all the time. No, on my schedule, it is a writing block before the lunch that I'm supposed to go to.
I think I'm going to go to that lunch too.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
That lunch is to celebrate Kristen's
I wish
birthday,
we could
which
go to
is
that
today.
lunch at 11 because
I'm hangry.
that's in 10 minutes. And I also don't like lines. And so when we go to that, when you go to Sally Lou's at noon, you are just asking for patience.
I really don't like crowds and lots of people.
Yeah.
Where were we recently? Oh, Santa Maria.
When?
We were there for Cole's basketball game, and I made a quick run to a Walmart and a Chick-fil-A in between games.
Big mistake.
And I have never been so miserable.
Yeah. I think we're just
gas
talking.
station snacks.
Okay. Yeah. Cause now we're just talking about us. Okay. So what are your favorite gas station snacks? You can pause it right now. Talk about your favorite gas station snacks. And maybe you might be a little hangry right now and need to stop. Need to ask your driver, could you stop? So I could get some
Although we are
combos.
asking drivers, keep the stops to a minimum.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
We got to get there.
Hopefully.
Are you the kind of driver or rider?
What's your favorite gas station snack? You're getting distracted, I think.
I'm not exactly sure what they're called. I only get these if I'm at a gas station, though. They're those Frito Twists. I think they're called Fritos.
You
know, they're like those little
honey
twisties.
barbecue Fritos.
They're not honey barbecue. It's like chili
lime.
No, I don't even know. They're twists.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that was your favorite snack.
Well, it's just like one of those snacks that I would only get at a gas station. Like I would never go buy those at the grocery store.
I think mine are Nerds gummy clusters or the I almost said acacia blueberries, acai blueberry things from Costco. Those are my favorite road trip snacks.
We've recently discovered the Dots pretzels.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Those are so good. I could eat a whole bag of those.
Yeah.
Or, those honey mustard pretzel nuggets.
Oh.
Those are good.
Are you preparing snacks for each car?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
Don't know if that actually happened or not.
Okay. What was your last question?
I don't know if I had a last question.
Do I have a last question? Maybe is the question.
What's our time on?
This is probably a good time.
This is too long.
It's probably a good time. I mean, I feel like my engagement is high, but I feel like I
want you to ask a question and then I have a closing question.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let me ask, do you want me to be a light, fun, a thought-provoking question or something about, okay, here we go. You ready? What podcast or playlist are you currently into?
That's a good one.
It's a good question for the car.
That is a good question. I'm always looking for good podcasts. That is something that I can never, like every time I need a good podcast, I can never find them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to sound ridiculous, but I genuinely love the SLO City Together podcast.
Wow.
Glazer. I know. I listen to them all the time.
The boys would call you a glazer right now.
It's true. Jordan isn't on often enough, in my opinion, but there was one.
Jordan's very busy.
There was one episode Oh my gosh. Jordan and Luke were bickering about something about school. And they, like, if I remember right, Jordan came back later and was like worried that Luke was upset with him for real. But whatever that podcast was, I listened to it while I was running, which is weird. And I ran my best time ever. And I think it was because I was so genuinely entertained by the podcast.
There can be some very entertaining podcasts.
I laughed out loud while running.
We've laid some eggs. We've laid some duds, but there's been some good ones. Like Jordan's pretty good. You also, I think when we went to San Diego to drop Keegan off, we listened to that Amy Poehler podcast, which can be, here or there, but
you weren't a fan at first, but it was actually pretty.
Well, the one that she did was interesting. The conversation that she did was interesting. And then,
can I share a little bit about that?
I like the Holy Post podcast with Skye Jethani and the guy who is the voice of the tomato, Bob the Tomato in VeggieTales. I'm not kidding. And it's actually very smart and interesting and thought provoking. And I like Ask NT Wright Anything. He gets into topics about, like, what does the Bible say about this cultural thing? What is the Bible? And NT Wright is a very good thinker. Go ahead.
That's good. Go ahead with what? What do you mean?
I thought you were going to share another podcast.
No.
Okay.
I was going to share a story, but it's probably not worth it.
Okay. You said you wanted to close with something?
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you paused for the podcast conversation. If not, go ahead and pause for that podcast. Or what are you listening to? What are you reading?
Yeah.
Any of those questions.
What are you learning about your faith?
Yeah. And then the final question I'll throw out there is, what do you hope to get out of this weekend? Why did you sign up to come to this? Has it been hard to get away, and why? And yeah, just what do you hope is at the end of this weekend for you?
I'm really jealous because not that I want to like personally attend a women's retreat, but I'm jealous of the retreat like itself and like the opportunity to get away. I think most people on this trip, it probably is a sacrifice for you to get away. You're either leaving, work or work early or kids, or you're worried about, can your spouse or your roommates or whoever keep up the house while you're gone? The answer is probably not, and it's okay.
And it'll be all right.
But I'm jealous that you get to be up in the mountains and breathe and have your phone off, and I think God speaks to us in those ways, and I'm jealous. I wish we had a men's retreat coming up here soon, but we don't. Yeah,
because I agree. I oftentimes would struggle to go on this, which I know many other women have, as they have called me and nearly bailed. Some have.
Thank you for not bailing.
Because it is hard to get away for whatever reason, whether it's, like you said, kids, spouse, school, work, financial, like whatever it is, it's a sacrifice to pay for this trip, to take the time for this trip. It's definitely a sacrifice, but there's something so special about shutting everything off and going away for a weekend. I think we need it so badly as
in our culture.
Everything is just so loud. At least for me, it just feels like there's so much stuff and so much to-dos and so many opinions and just noise that I think getting up to Hume is such a special place. And there is no cell phone service, which is amazing. And yeah,
and Megan Fate Marshman's going to be there, and she's famous.
I know her. No, but for real, I am excited because, when you go to different retreats, you never know who your speakers are going to be. You never know what they're going to talk about. Sometimes it can get weird.
I know.
At Hume, it's like, at least it's beautiful.
And you can trust. Yeah, it's going
to
be great.
But I feel like Megan Fate Marshman is a pretty solid.
It's going to be great. Theologically sound.
Yeah, thank you.
And she preaches and teaches in a way that like is not. It's kind of our vibe.
Yeah, I like her.
Say that.
So far. But yeah, I just have that conversation in the car, and just want to encourage you all.
What was the conversation? Sorry, I got distracted. What are you hoping to get out of the weekend?
What are you hoping to get?
Yeah.
Has it been hard?
Good. And maybe like what's fun. I kind of like to think about these weekends like what am I specifically asking? Where am I specifically asking God to meet me? Like, what in my life am I like bringing before Him and saying, like, God, I want you to, because sometimes like it's something like an emotional response. Like, I want to feel you this week, God, like emotionally, or I want to wrestle with this decision with clarity. I need healing in this relationship, or I like, and maybe even be okay with. Maybe you can talk about that in the car now. Maybe you're best friends now after listening to us ramble.
This exciting podcast.
Yeah. So hopefully.
Maybe they'll have me on the podcast more now.
Yeah, you got to put your, I think they want
I'm
you
just kidding. I
think they want you on the podcast.
It usually scares me.
And usually we can't, we've reached out to your representation and they're like, you know what? You're going to need to book her out 3 months in advance.
It's intimidating getting on the podcast.
It's also were you intimidated today?
No.
You weren't?
No.
You weren't nervous?
No, because it was just me and you, and I had trivia questions to
Well, the whole world
on.
is going to see this. This is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on our app. And I don't know what we're going to title this. Women's Retreat Podcast, Road Trip Podcast with Brent and Jenna, or Jenna and Brent.
If you've made it this far,
good job.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us and letting this,
hope you have a great weekend.
This. I'm excited for this weekend. If you are still listening, just encourage everybody. There's a lot of people on this trip who don't know anyone. There were quite a few ladies who signed up who are like, I'm brand new to SLO City. Literally don't know anyone. So if you see somebody you don't know, go out of your comfort zone, say hi, introduce yourself. Everybody needs a friend. Everybody wants a friend. So make sure and
have you guys like
bring people in?
I think that's really good. Have you also told everybody how to check for bed bugs? I'm sorry.
Fun fact, really quick before we get off.
Totally
can I just share
joking
this?
About the bed bugs.
This is super cool though.
Okay.
So I was on the phone with Keegan the other day, my son, who's not at college, breaking my heart. I miss him every day. But anyways, we were on the phone and he was leaving his room so he could talk to me. And he was like, his roommate's name is JJ. He's like, yo, JJ, let me know if the dogs come in. I want to like pet them. And I was like,
what dogs?
What in the world?
Who has dogs?
I'm like, what is he talking about? I thought he was like making some dumb comment about his friends. And I'm like, who are the dogs? And he goes, the bed bug dogs. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
And apparently there are dogs that are trained to detect bed bugs. And apparently bed bugs are a thing in college campuses. So they have to like be really careful.
Dogs are amazing creatures.
I thought that was the coolest thing. I am terrified of bed bugs. I check every hotel we ever stay in.
Do they give the dogs bed bugs? And they're like, we know what these smell like now. And so
I don't know. Yeah. He said they were like wiener dogs too.
Interesting.
That's what he said.
Okay. Well,
it's a real thing.
If you listen to this for the Hume retreat, ladies retreat, I hope you have a great weekend. And if you stumbled upon this. If you come and tell me
that you heard the comment about the wiener dogs, bed bug dogs, that means you listen to the whole thing. Come and tell me and I'll give you a little something.
I think you should buy their coffee.
I'll buy you coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
Or a treat.
And if you listen to this and you're not on the Hume Women's Retreat and you're just on a road trip, I hope it was edifying and encouraging and that you became a little bit better friends in the car in which you sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're done and you still have 2 hours left, come up with your own questions. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, that's true.
Enjoy getting to know one another. There's a lot of things to learn.
Final sentence.
There's a lot of things to learn.
Final sentence.
That's it.
You got to close it out.
I just did. Get to know each other. Yeah. Thank you for listening. We love you guys. This was a ton of fun. Thanks for letting us do this and can't wait to hear about all of your conversations that you had in the car. And I hope you didn't hear my squeaky chair.
See you later.
Bye.